Good morning, boys. Last week class I have taught you about the tenses, the formation of tenses. I have completed simple present form. Today I will be teaching you about the simple past. Before teaching the uses of simple past, where you have to use the appropriate usage, you should know the structure or the formation of the past tense. If you take past tense, it is further divided into 4 types. What is the meaning of past tense? The action which tells about the past time is known as past tense. Clear? Now if you take past tense, there are 4 types. First is simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous. Simple past, it refers to an action which has been completed in the past with a specific point of time. Time will be mentioned. Okay. Sometimes if the series of actions are taking place in the past, the time will not be mentioned there. Now how to form this simple past? Positive and negative sentence, that is affirmative and negative sentence. Okay, for positive sentence, we are not using any auxiliary verb. Why we are not using auxiliary verb here? Because we are using only the main verb. He spoke in English. Here actually the auxiliary verb is hidden. Even in simple present form also I told you, he speaks in English. That means what? He do speaks in, or he does speak in English there. So the do form of verb is hidden here. So no need of using the auxiliary verb for the positive sentence. And here the verb shows you in which tense. He spoke in English. You have to write the past form of speak. What is the past form of speak here? Spoke. So he spoke in English. This verb shows that it is in past tense. So no need of any auxiliary verb. When you are changing this into negative sentence, so you need to add auxiliary verb. Which auxiliary verb will you use here? What is the past form of do or does? It's did. So you have to change it into what? Spoke is changed into what? Did not speak. And you have to remember, whenever you are using did, it is a past tense of do, it is already in past tense. So the action verb must be in simple form. It is wrong to write he did not spoke, because already this auxiliary verb is in past tense. So here the main verb should be in present form. Is it clear? Now first, what is it? Simple past tense? There are 2 types. Okay, not the 2 types. In 2 structures you can write positive and negative. In positive form, no need of auxiliary verb. Only the main verb is necessary here. Whereas for the negative sentence, you have to add did not. Okay, whenever you are using main verb spoke, when you are changing this into negative sentence, you have to add the auxiliary verb did. And this main verb should be in simple form. Okay, simple present form there. Now next, past continuous tense. How to form past continuous tense? Whether it's a first person, second person, third person, or singular or plural. Okay, you have to add was or were. If you take I, first person, she or he, third person. So you have to use was plus verb plus ing. So here he, I or she, he was speaking. Clear? So always for the past continuous tense, for first person and third person, if it is singular, you have to add was speaking. If it is plural, we, they, you is the second person, whether it is singular or plural, what you have to add? Verb were plus ing. We, they, you were speaking. Now next one, how to form past perfect tense? Whether it is first person, second person, third person, singular or plural, whatever it is, you have to add had plus past participle. What is meaning of the past participle? Speak, first form of verb, spoke, second form of verb, spoken is third form of verb. Is it clear? First form, second form, third form. Speak is what here? First form of verb, that is present. Spoke is what here? Second form of verb. What is the third form of verb here? Spoken. So always remember, whether it is present tense or past tense or future perfect tense, you have to use past participle after have or had form of verb. So whether it is a singular or plural or first person, second person or third person, always it will be had plus past participle, had spoken. Now next one, past perfect continuous. Again for past perfect continuous also, the same rule you have to follow here. Whether it is singular or plural or first person, second person or third person, always remember for perfect tense you have to use have form of verb, that is had, been. You have to add what here? Been, verb plus ing. Had been speaking. Is it clear to you? So for first simple past, for a positive sentence, no need of any auxiliary verb, we have to use only main verb. Then for past continuous tense, first person and third person, was plus verb plus ing. For third person, plural or second person, were plus verb plus ing. Then past perfect tense, always remember whether it is singular or plural. Clear? Singular or plural, first person, second person or third person, you have to use had plus past participle. What is the past participle of speak here? Spoken. And spoken is third form of verb. Past perfect continuous, again, what is the format here? Had plus, been plus, verb plus ing. Now, let us go for the uses of simple past. When you have to use simple past tense. Simple past tense refers to an action which has been completed in the past with a specific point of time. It often occurs with adverbs or adverb phrases of time. Time will be mentioned there. For example, she left the school last year. So this last year is what here? Adverb phrase of time. Time is mentioned here. Which is the main verb here? Left. So it shows a completed action in the past with the specific point of time. Time will be mentioned. Then second usage is series of completed action. Here there will be no usage of what here? Time. Time will not be mentioned, but the action has been completed in the past. Completed action. I learned Hindi in Nagpur, but the time is not mentioned, but the action was completed in the past. Then third one, it used to refer to the habits in the past. For example, she was good at dancing when she was a teenager. So the habits, now she cannot dance well as she was good at dancing when she was young. Clear? When she was a teenager. So here it refers to the habits that had been occurred in the past. So what are the three usage of simple past? In one word, it refers to the completed action in the past. Sometimes the time will be mentioned, sometimes the time will not be mentioned. Sometimes it used to refer the habits in the past here. Clear? Now next one is past continuous. How to form past continuous? Was plus verb plus ing. Was is used for first person, third person singular. Were is used for second person you, then third person plural. Were plus ing. Now past continuous tense. When you have to use this past continuous tense. Now past continuous tense refers to an action when something is in progress in the past. When something is going on in the past. For example, while I was watching television, the thief entered our house. What you were doing at the time? What was the action going on in the past? You were watching TV. Now, action taking place before or after a specific time. Time will be mentioned there. What the time will be mentioned here. Sometimes it may or may not be mentioned also. Then interrupted action when something is going on. While I was studying, my friend called me. Clear? So that means what? Interrupted actions. Parallel actions. Two actions were going on in the past. Okay, simultaneously. While I was cooking, my sister was sleeping. Which were the two actions going on at the same time in the past? Parallel actions means what? The two actions continuing in the past at the same time. Repeated action. When someone has, now for example, my last roommate was always learning, okay, or leaving dirty dishes in the sink. So that means what? Always repeating actions in the past. Now, what is the past continuous? Past continuous refers to an action which was going on in the past. Okay, sometimes what? The time may or may not be mentioned. For first time, when it is used, action taken place before and after a specific time. For example, yesterday at noon. Yesterday at noon, I was eating lunch. So here, action taking place before or after a specific time means what? The time is mentioned here. So what you were doing yesterday at noon, you were eating or I was eating lunch. Then interrupted action. What is the meaning of interrupted? Disturb. For example, I was watching movie when she called me. So, this interrupted action means what? To express an action which has been in progress in the past before an action took place. Another action took place in the past year. The light went out while I was writing. Parallel actions means what? Two actions going on at the same time in the past year. For example, I was reading while my sister was writing. Repeated action means what? To indicate the actions which are happening frequently in the past. My last roommate was always what? Leaving dirty dishes in the sink. So it tends to what here? It refers to the things, the action that is taking place in the past with a specific point of time. Interrupted actions, two actions going on at the same time. Repeated actions which have happened frequently in the past. Next one is past perfect tense. Now what is this past perfect tense? What is the formation of past perfect tense here? Had plus past participle. And here this past perfect tense refers to an action which had taken earlier in the past, and time will not be mentioned there. You have to remember whether it is present perfect or past perfect tense, specific time won't be mentioned. Present perfect tense means what? The immediate past year. But whereas past perfect tense refers to an action which had been taken place earlier some time in the past date. For example, when I reached school, okay. When I reached school, the bell had already rung. Now, I told you that past perfect tense refers to an action which had taken place earlier in the past, before the second action took place. Now, which is the second action here? This one. Here it refers both the things that are happening in the past, but it refers to an action which has taken place earlier. So, which action takes place earlier here? Had already rung. So, here this is past perfect tense. Here, simple past. Now, both the things are happening when both the actions are taken place in the past. Now, when you have to use this past perfect tense, you have to use this past perfect tense to the action which had been completed earlier before another action took place in the past. So, which action is taking place here earlier? Had already rung. What is the second action here? Reach. But both are taking place when? In the past here. So, in one clause you are using past perfect tense, in another clause you are using simple past tense. One more example I will give you. We had owned a house for 20 years before we sold it. Now again, if you see which action, both the actions are taking place in the past. Both actions took place in what year? Both in the past. Had owned a house, sold it. Both are in past tense. Now, here which action has taken place earlier? Had owned a house for 20 years. 20 years before you were owning it, before you sold it. But both the actions are what? Taking place in the past. The action which is taking place earlier, before the simple past tense. You have to mention this in past perfect tense. So past perfect tense is used to an earlier action which took place in the past before the second action took place. Now next one is past perfect continuous tense. This past perfect continuous tense refers to an action that had begun in the past, okay, and it was continuing in the past before another action took place. Past perfect continuous. I, we, she or he. First you should know how to form the sentence here, structure. They, you, plus, had plus, been plus, verb plus ing. Now when you have to use this action, past perfect continuous refers to an action which had begun in the past and it was continuing in the past before the second action took place. For example, Arun and Varun had been arguing with each other when their mom arrived. Okay. As I told you, past perfect continuous refers to an action which had already begun in the past. It was going on before another action took place. So which action was going on in the past? Arun and Varun had been arguing. Here the time is not mentioned, whereas for simple, that is past continuous, sometimes the time is mentioned or may not be mentioned here. May mention or may not be. But for the perfect continuous tense, time is not mentioned. The action had already begun. It was going on in the past before the second action took place. Which is the second action here? Mother arrived. Always remember whether it is past continuous or past perfect tense or past perfect continuous tense. Okay. The second action will be always in simple past tense. So this action had already what? Begun in the past. It was going on for some time till another action took place in the past. Whether it is past perfect tense or past perfect continuous tense, always it comes along with simple past tense, because simple past tense refers to an action which had taken place in the past. Okay, it may have taken place in second. Okay, secondly only it will take place. Which is the earlier action here? Had owned a house. Then had already done. This action takes place earlier. Which action takes place second here? That is reach. Same way for past perfect continuous also. The action had already begun. It was in progress, continuing, going on till another action took place in the past. So the second action which had been taking place in the past, always it will be in simple past tense. Okay boys, now next we will see about the future tense. What is the meaning of future tense? It refers to an action which is going to take place in future. Clear? Now, if you take future tense, again it is divided into four. Simple future, future continuous, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. Clear? How to form simple future? Always remember for the first person I and we, shall or will. Okay, nowadays we are using will when shall is, we are not using it most. Clear? Then for the third person, he, she, it, they, or second person, we are using will. For example, I will write the test tomorrow. So it indicates the action which is going to take place in near future. Then future continuous. It refers to an action which will be continuing in the future. Clear? It will be going on in the future here. So I, what is the formation of this? I or we, either you can use shall or will, but nowadays we are using will rather than shall here. I or we, will plus be plus ing. I will be going to Chennai next week. Clear? That means what? The action will be in progress in the future. Next, he, she, it, they or you. Always it will be will plus be. Be is what? It refers to the auxiliary verb, be form of verb. Verb plus ing. You cannot use is, am, or, was, or were. Clear? And you have to remember for future tense to indicate that it is in future, which auxiliary verb you have to use? Either shall or will. For all the tenses, whether it is simple future, future continuous, or future perfect, or future perfect continuous here. Now next one is future perfect. Again, I or we, he, she, they, you. Either you can use will or shall for I or we. Then you have to use have. You should not use had here. Will plus have plus past participle. He, she, he will have returned the test by next week. It refers to an action which should have completed in the future. Clear? Future perfect continuous tense. Again it will be what? He, she or I, we plus will, have plus been plus verb plus ing. It refers to an action which will be going on in the future. Clear? Now, how to use? What are the usages of future tense? Future tense can be expressed in the form of simple present, present continuous. Okay, the action which is going to be happen in future. You can see, she leaves this evening. Here, the verb is in present form, but it refers to an action which is going to take place this evening in future. So this future tense can express the action either in simple present or present continuous. We are meeting the Prime Minister tomorrow. Though it is in present continuous tense, but the action is going to take place when? In near future, tomorrow. So this future tense can be, simple future tense can be expressed in simple present, present continuous. Be about to means what here? That thing is going to happen. The train is about to leave the station. That means what? It is not leaving now. It's about to leave. So, though it is in present form, but the action expresses, the action, what it expresses, the action is going to take place sometime in future. Be going to, what is going to happen? Prices are going to rise. Plan or intention here. Then it is used at present moment. As I told you, present moment. She leaves this evening. Same thing. Someone is at the door. Though the verb is in present form, okay, but still what here? It refers to future tense. So what you will be doing? I will see who it is. Then promise. Promise means what? You are going to help them. You are promising. That time what you have to use? Always the verb should be in will. I will help you with your homework tonight. If you see, most of the things here, tonight, then the time is mentioned here, the verbs are in present form, but still what? It refers to an action that is going to take place in future. Future fact, my mother will get a football today. Okay, today means what? We don't have what exact time. Today means what? Today it is in present, the time is at present, but what we are using here, will get. That means what? She is going to get it. Then plan or intention, as I told you, prices are going to rise. That means what? You have decided already, it's planned. So I am going to watch a movie tonight. Here I am going. Again it is what? Present continuous tense. But still what? The action has not taken place. It is going to take place in future. So this simple future tense refers to an action that's going to take place in the future. Either it will be in present form, present continuous form, or either it will have will or shall form. Now next one is future continuous tense. Here future continuous tense refers to an action which will be in progress in future. Clear? At any time. Now first we will see action in future. Action in progress at a time. Clear? She will be coming next week. That means what? Next week she has decided to come. So the action is going, it will be going on in the future. Next one is gives importance for future. Future plans or intentions. For example, she will be taking exam at 2 p.m. She will be taking exam at 2 p.m. tomorrow. So don't call her. What is the meaning of this? Future plans or intention. The action already it's planned. Tomorrow what? She is going to write the exam at 2 p.m. On what you have to do at that time? You should not call her. She will be taking exam. So the action will be going on in the future, that is at 2 p.m. tomorrow. That time what you should not do? You should not call her. Future plan or intention. Then interrupted action. So again the action. What is that interrupted action? The action will be going on in future. But what? It has been disturbed. For example, I will be waiting for you when you arrive tonight. I will be waiting for you when you arrive. That means what? What you will be doing in the future? You will be waiting for someone, okay, when he or she arrives there. So it refers to the action which will be going on in the future. Next, parallel actions. Parallel actions means what? Two actions going on at the same time in the future. For example, she will be watching TV, I will be reading my lessons. So two parallel actions. Another one is atmosphere in the future. Okay, when I enter the class. See, when I enter the class means what? Yeah, enter is in present form. Always remember, along with the future tense, we are using what here? Present form also. When I enter the class, the teacher will be teaching, some students will be taking notes, and some will be what? Sleeping also. So what? The action will be going on in the future and it creates the atmosphere. Next one is future perfect tense. What is the formation of future perfect tense? Future perfect tense, I, we, she or he, they, you. Plus will plus have. You should not use had they. Here, have plus past participle. Clear? Now, I will have completed my project by next week. Clear? Next, one more example. By the time you arrive, I will have completed my homework. Now this future perfect tense refers to an action that has been completed in future, okay, before something happens there. For example, I will have completed my project by next week. That means what? One action would have been completed in future before another action takes place. Clear? Even here, by the time you arrive. By the time you arrive means what? Before that, what you would have completed? I will have completed my homework. So which actions takes place first here? This action. I will have completed my work. In future, you would have completed this work before, by the time your friend, okay, or someone arrives there. Okay, and even it refers to an action, okay, sometime in the future. Duration of time. Duration of time means period of time here. One more example. By Friday. By Friday, she will have had my car for a whole week. Now what did I tell you here? This future perfect tense refers to an action which will have completed in future before the another action take place at a certain time. And always if you see, you can see by the time, by Friday, always it will be there. Now next one is future, and this will be used in question form also as well as in negative form also. Now next one is future perfect continuous tense. What is this future perfect continuous tense? Future perfect continuous refers to an action, okay, which will be going on in the future. Sometimes it will be a cause or sometimes there will be a duration of time here. For example, he will be tired by the time he arrives because he will have been traveling all day. So it will be because it refers to an action, causes for something in future. For example, he will be tired. Why he will be tired? Because he will have been traveling in future. What? He will have been traveling all the day. That's why he would have been tired here. And one more thing, duration of time. She will have been working for 10 years. Okay. By the time I return. That means what? When you return, she will have been what? Working for 10 years now. So the simple future tense refers to an action which is going to take place in future. Okay, sometimes the simple future represents what here? Either it will be form of present tense, present continuous tense. Clear? Future continuous tense refers to an action which will be progress in future. Future perfect tense, the action will have been completed sometime in the future before another action takes place. Future perfect continuous tense, okay, it takes place. It will be a cause or the duration of time. Okay, so what will be the cause here? You will be tired because you were been traveling for all the day. Boys, I will be sending you all the notes for this tenses as well as the exercises. Worksheets will be given to you. If you have got any doubts, you can call me through WhatsApp group to clarify your doubts. Thank you, boys.